I don't know if you have ever been interested in how the room service works here on Oceania Cruises or on a cruise ship in general, but I just wanted to point a few things out and focus on the morning room service. So every single person on the ship could get basically a full breakfast on Oceania. Let me show you how they do it. So right over there, you're going to have the Vero water. So this is something that gets refilled constantly, room service throughout the day. So they're getting ready already to prep for tomorrow morning for breakfast. So you've got all the coffee here. Right. Over here tomorrow in the morning is going to be 10 times as many, but you have all the trays that are all lined up with the coffee cups, you know, all the sides that you need on there. And what's really cool is all of these are going to pop up just like that, and you can imagine that every single one of them will be full. And then, you know, breakfast starts, and they get them all out pretty much at once because most of the people order breakfast at the same time. It has to do with when they're in port, what excursions going on, things along those lines. But so you continue along, so you've got coffee, you've got the espresso maker over there. Okay. This is kind of the end of where the room service preps. This is where they prep to get everything out and do all the finishing. And then back here is where they're going to do all of the cooking for room service, and then also the grand dining room. So as we move into here, you've got the pastry area. So of course, my absolute favorite area. Okay. You see all the things that go along with the pastries here. So they just finished off some creme brulees a minute ago. Now he's making some more pastries. You see all the bread back there. There's two massive bread ovens that are pretty much going, they're never cold, they're going all the time. They even have a steamer, which is kind of unique, where you can make the baguettes nice and crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside, as you would find in France. And with their French heritage, you definitely not. Jacques Pepin would not be okay with it not. So, all right, so we're gonna move into the main part of the kitchen now. Okay. So back here in just an hour or so, it's going to be absolutely nuts. You're going to have one, maybe two or three chefs, depending on it. The executive chef will be here expediting. Have 30 chefs on the other side preparing. So this will be all lined with tickets here. Just a few. I'm going to point this out. This is a really cool counter where they can see exactly what's going on, and the different, all the different entrees are up here, so we can get his count. So if there's been 15 steaks ordered, there's only, you know, 2 of them out, then he's going to wonder what's happening, ask them, but basically puts on a microphone, goes back and forth. You'll hear, yes, chef, and then they'll go ahead and fire him and get him out. But they put over 600 meals at dinner just through this kitchen itself, actually. I wanted to point these out. Over there, you've got all the allergies. So Oceania is probably, in my mind, the best cruise line if you need special accommodations. They do an amazing job with vegan food, but also if you have an allergy, they're going to tag it. So this is going to be down here every day. If they order from a butler suite, if they order from room service or even the grand dining room, and that person has the allergy, they're going to go ahead and identify it, staple that to it so that the chef knows exactly what can and can't be on there. So go ahead and follow me on through. We're going to go just a little bit further back. So you see all the sauces and stocks are made in-house, all the pastries are made in-house, all from fresh ingredients. You've got the pasta being made back here, you've got the potatoes just over here. In the cold area, larder, and see they're making prosciutto and melon, and starting to get everything ready for tonight. As we continue on, I'm actually going to show you, as the chef always says, the most important part of the entire kitchen, and that is where all of the dishes get washed. So you can imagine with 600 dinners in a night just for this galley area, you're going to have an average of 4 or 5 courses, so it's going to get insane here. So everything goes through a wash cycle, a rinse cycle, and then a full 180-degree sanitization cycle here. And then this place just gets piled up and absolutely insane for a couple hours. But you know, they can't turn out the next course until they move them along. So they do a very, very important job. When we continue along, you can see there's the Illy coffee cups. These are where everything's going to get washed. Got all these, look like the pans from Jacques, ice cream, things along those lines. This is where they're going to get everything cleaned up for these main kitchens. And then as we continue on, we're going to finish off in red ginger. So we started right at the backside of Jacques, and now we're going to head into red ginger. Red ginger has its own washing area, like all the specialty restaurants do. They kind of have like a micro galley for each one because they cook such specialized foods. Said the smells between, I was just talking to the chef, the smells between Jacques and this are just so totally completely different. So our group's actually doing a tour right now with the head food and beverage manager. This is one of the unique things that we were able to add along, which I'm really, really excited about, but nothing like seeing kind of behind the scenes and how it works. All right, so now we're heading into red ginger currently. So once again, like a micro gallery that they have here. You've got rolling, looks like some Vietnamese spring rolls, love that. But this is just one of the special things that you can do on a Harr Travel signature journey.
This is the preparation for room service. You see behind is the room service area, the butler service. So in the morning we have all these tables up, and you see all these preparation, the trays there for breakfast. So here's everything full with trays. Everything full with the pre-order of the breakfast what we have. And then by timing, of course, we try to be on time. The waiter take the tray, we go later to the main galley, and then they prepare the food, and as fast as possible, we serve the food here. In the morning, this here is soup. It's soup, because there's no space. It goes like out like this, the tray is like here, and then one tray after the other, one tray after the other. We just push the tray, tac, 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 tac. This is interesting. Basically, it seems like the same galley like what we have back home, just a little bit bigger. Just a little bigger. Everything is made fresh. Whatever you eat, the pretzel is rolled by hand, the croissant is rolled by hand, the Danish is rolled by hand, the dough is made by hand. There is no ready-made mixture. The yeast, everything is done. Here you can see it looks like very wild, but if you know the system, it's very organized. Each area on the galley is one section. Like for instance here behind we have the grill. Obviously that's the roastman who has the steaks, yeah? And the assistant is doing on the back with all the big ovens where all the roasts are made from there. Over there here the stove in front is the pasta section. So we have the pasta man who make the risotto and the pasta and then just turn around and can serve the food on the line. Behind there's the big pots. There's actually the entremet section, we're making the fresh vegetables over there. And then on the back you see the tilting pans and the boiler. This is more production for soup and sauce. Because we do not make not only the bread fresh, we do also the soup fresh and all the stocks and sauces. So it means in the night we're roasting the bones, we have the tomato paste, the vegetable, and we put everything together and boil it with water. And that's how we make our sauce here. It's not that we open a bucket or powder. No. So what we're doing, we have the veal stock and the chicken stock and the fish stock and the vegetable stock which we cook overnight, and all these different stocks which we need for the following day. Start with breakfast very early, then we have the lunch, then we have tea time, then we have dinner, then we have the late night snack, and between this we have also crew which we need to feed, as already mentioned. So it's a lot of work. 135 cooks which we have, actually sometimes more, depends on the season. And everybody is working, trust me, very, very hard.
So I hope you enjoyed that behind the scenes galley tour. That's something that I always try to offer for one of my groups on the Harr Travel Signature Journeys. We try to take anything special, unique, different that we can kind of just add value to, and then we go along, handle absolutely all the details, and so you can sit back, relax, and enjoy your entire cruise and some bonuses.